This is Christian Chase, and this is your Marlins Minute. We're about for Sunday, taking a look at last night's game versus the Giants. Pablo Lopez took the mound against Kevin Gossman, and we saw another pitching duel ensue, which is really, really good for the Marlins and a good sign for their starting pitcher, Pablo Lopez, who has struggled later into games and in his second appearance versus teams. Last night in San Francisco, Pablo Lopez went 6 innings, allowing only one earned run, striking out seven against a team he basically put up identical numbers against last weekend, which is really, really good to see that growth in Pablo Lopez. The bats, on the other hand, were not really where the Marlins wanted to be until later in the game. Jesus Aguilar finally is breaking out. As the power hitter we all know that he can be. A lot of people forgetting that just a few years ago he was hitting about 30 homers a year. I think he put up 35 in that 1 year in Milwaukee. If he can get that back going and he can be a central part of this lineup, the Marlins have an opportunity to really capitalize on their upcoming games on the road. A super long road trip ensues. Still a game today in San Francisco at 4:05 p.m. The Marlins will start an opener, most likely Paul Campbell, and then they go to Milwaukee, where they have a tough challenge in Corbin Burns and the rest of a really solid Milwaukee team before heading to Washington, where they'll play the Nationals. The Marlins just kind of look to get the bats to a point where the pitching and the bullpen, which has been really, really, really good lately, can kind of balance each other. And last night they did exactly that, getting the win in San Francisco with an opportunity to split a series versus a good Giants team on the road in conditions they may not be used to as a young squad. So look out as the Marlins take on the Giants today. And with only being one game back in the division standings, if the Mets and Phillies lose today and the Marlins win, the Marlins could be tied for first in the division going into tomorrow.